So I'm standing there on the roof with her, and she's pointing a gun at me, and we're out there in the cold, and I'm panicked, and I'm telling her about a short story I wrote when I was younger, and she found it funny, thank God, and she started to, you know, she laughed, and she relaxed a little, and she put the gun down, and, you know, but...
So your writing saved your life?
It's amazing to me, you know, and what's so, you know, the interesting thing to me, apart from the obvious sexual guilt that I had when I was a young man in the story, is that nothing's changed. It's years later. I had a shrink then. I have a shrink now. I'm 6 shrinks later. I'm 3 wives down the line, and I still can't get my love life in order. I still love whores. You know, to me, the ideal thing is you pay them, and they come over the house, and you don't have to discuss Proust or films or... I don't know what's been happening to me, you know, I just have not grown up, and I feel, you know, it's not, I see other guys my age. I mean, I'm always thinking of fucking every woman I meet. I meet a woman, whoever, in the bank, a stranger. I see a woman on the bus. I think, what would she look like naked? Is it possible I can fuck her? And, you know, this is crazy. I see guys I know that are lawyers and doctors. They have families and houses. They're not so, you know, does the President of the United States want to fuck every woman he may, you know? So, bad example, you know, I don't know. Look, take Raoul Wallenberg. Did he want to bang every cocktail waitress in Europe? Probably not, but...
Tell me about your honoring ceremony tomorrow.
Oh, that's bullshit, you know, but it's ironic that the same school that threw me out years ago now wants to honor me.
Why'd they throw you out?
They threw me out because I was not interested in college. You know, I wanted to be a writer. That's all I cared about was writing. I did not care about the real world. I cared only about the world of fiction. And you know, plus I tried to give the dean's wife an enema, so they didn't take kindly to that. But, you know, the sad thing is I got to drive all the way upstate to be honored, and I have to go by myself. You know, I got nobody to go with. It's, you know, okay, so... And I you know, I can't...
Well, what about your idea of bringing your son up with you?
You know, it's not my visiting time with him. And Joan is completely inflexible, so...
You mean she won't trade dates with you?
Hey, I can't even get her on the phone. You know, she hates me, and... I don't know. Lately, for the first time in my life, I experienced writer's block. And this, to me, is... unheard of. I start these short stories and I can't finish them. I can't get into my novel at all because I took an advance. I don't know. I find that I'm taking more pills and medicine. And, I'm 50 years old. I'm a partner in a big law firm. You know, I'm very successful, and I still haven't resolved my relationship with my mother. You know, I had a dream the other night that she died.
On the next corner, you're going the long way.
Mom, I know how to drive to the cemetery.
Yeah, you know. And slow up. You have to speed.
I'm doing 30 miles.
Listen, if you're gonna be nasty, I'm not going.
You really want her out of your life, don't you?
You know, I don't know what to say. Tonight I'm going to take Lisa home to meet my mother for the first time. And I've been nervous about it all day, you know, because my mother always humiliates me. She always finds some way. Even when I was a kid, you know, when I would go out with her shopping to the store, she would speak so loudly. You know, she always speaks at the top of her lungs. And it always made me self-conscious. You know, I'm just not looking forward to a good evening.
You still react to her like a small boy. Really have to have some sense of humor about it.
I can't. I try, but I can't, you know? She just gives me a hard time. She's always telling me that I look terrible, and she's critical. You know, listen, what can I say? I love her, but I wish she would disappear. Hi, Mom. I hope we're not late.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Gee, you look terrible.
Oh, this is very nice.
Thank
it's
you.
so cheerful.
He doesn't like it.
What do you mean I don't like it? It's fine.
Huh. He thinks it's too Jewish.
What does that mean?
You know, his name is not Sheldon Mills, it's Millstein.
She knows, Mom. She knows. I
Be
told her.
quiet, I'm talking to her. You're losing your hair. He had such beautiful red hair when he was a boy. He was always ashamed of it. They used to call him Red. He hated it. Take some bread and butter. You know, his father, may he rest in peace, was completely bald, too.
I'm not completely bald.
You will be. What do you do, Lisa?
I work in an advertising firm, part-time. It's a perfect job for me because it leaves me plenty of time to be with the kids.
How many?
3.
By a previous marriage.
Eat your dessert. Here he is. 19 months old.
Adorable.
And look at that little behind.
Mom, please, enough already.
Everything embarrasses him. He's always shushing me. He says I talk too loud when we go out, you know, like in restaurants. It's just too bad. What do I care if people listen? He was always ashamed. He used to wet the bed.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. I'll be right back.
Mom, we're gonna have to go, really, because I got to get a cab back. And dinner was terrific.
Look. Listen, Sheldon, don't get married.
Mom, I don't want to discuss it.
I want to discuss it. What do you know about that? After all, where do you come to a blonde with 3 children? What are you, an astronaut?
Are you okay?
My mother did it again.
Oh. Dinner with your fiancé?
No, that was last week's trauma. Today, I'm at work. And I'm in the middle of an important conference. You know, I work for a very conservative firm. Everything is always very formal.
I think they're a pretty good group of people in general.
Your mother's here.
Joan and I have been working on
Your mother's here to
communications
see
with
you.
them.
Yeah, we've explored a few different issues. I've outlined a few different ones here. One of the ones
Mother,
Say hello to Aunt Seal.
what are you doing here?
We just saw Cats.
Cats, Mr. Cats?
Cats, the show. Remember you gave me 2 tickets?
Oh, Cats. Cats, of course.
So I thought I'd take Aunt Seal to see your office. Isn't it beautiful? She doesn't hear a thing.
Sheldon, we're a little behind schedule.
Yes, sir. I'm all tied up.
This is Bates, the one with the mistress.
Hello, Mrs. Millstein? Hi, it's Lisa. I'm calling to invite you to come out on Sunday with Sheldon and me. I'd like you to meet the children. Oh, please come.